Hello, welcome back to my channel Lomzy Sews. In today's sewing tutorial, I'll be sharing with you guys the sewing tips and tricks I used in sewing this illusion neckline. If that's what you want to watch, continue watching till the end to see all the sewing tips and tricks I used in sewing this mesh fabric. If you want any sewing pattern you want me to make a PDF on, sewing PDF, let me know in the comment section. And for this corset top, I'll be dropping the link to the shop when I put it up on any shop, but for now it's available on pre-order. If you want to learn how I make my corsets and bustiers, I'll be dropping all the links in the description section. I'm going to drop the playlist to my corsets making tutorials, both sewing tips and tricks, pattern drafting, sewing tutorial, all are on my playlist. I will drop that. Now let's start with this sewing tutorial. So this is the corset we are using, and that's the illusion mesh. I'm going to turn it over like this on the corset part. So I'm just going to pin it all around. You carefully pin it all around, and you will notice that where I'm pinning it is 0.75 inch away from the edge of the corset piece. So just keep pinning it. Make sure you don't pin in any crease, the way you want it to appear after you're done making the corset. That's the way you make sure you arrange the illusion mesh fabric and pin it. So just take your time and do this, because whatever you have here is what is going to appear on the finished corset dress or top. Now you make sure you're not stretching your illusion mesh, because that will show after you're done making the corset. So I'm just pinning it. If you notice, I'm pinning it very close to make sure all the angles that I'm going to sew on is arranged properly, else you will skip the illusion mesh when you're sewing the corset. So make sure you pin all around very well. So this is it after I was done. I'm going to introduce the lining, so I'm going to match it together. You can decide to pin it again, or you can just decide to sew it on. So I'm just going to sew this on, but before that I'll add the boning to the lining. So I'm done adding the boning to the lining. Can you see I just used one? Is minimal. I don't want a lot of boning to this. So I'm going to place this on the corset piece, and I'm going to sew it here. So you guys, this is going to be a slow video. I don't want it. I just want you to watch the real time. I don't want to speed up the video so that it's not too fast for you. So please, if you don't want to watch the process of the slow video, you can skip to wherever you feel comfortable to start with. But for now, I'm just going to do this so that somebody will actually learn how to do this. So as you can notice, you will see me trying to arrange my mesh fabric to make sure it doesn't roll back in, because it can actually roll back in and you will stitch till the end and you will not grab the mesh fabric. So make sure you, from time to time, you always bring out the mesh fabric, arrange it properly, because you have pins there, so it will be easier for you to do. So I just went ahead and sew this all around using the ½ inch that I have added for the sewing allowance. Now guys, you have to watch patiently, because I am not going to do an understitch for this, because it will even be very hard for you to do stitching on it. It will be frustrating because of the boning. So I will go ahead and notch all the corners. So just carefully notch all the corners. Make sure it's almost at the place where you have stitched it. So I'm just taking my time to notch this so that I don't cut my thread. I use this opportunity to thank all my subscribers. Thank you guys for always supporting and coming back, and for somebody just dropped a sticker for me. Thank you, a gift. Thank you. I appreciate you did a whole lot. It's just now that I'm recording this video that I saw the super thanks. I appreciate a whole lot. So I will go ahead and notch all this round like this, and I'm going to turn it over. I'm not doing any understitching for this because for me, I don't know if you're like me, this I don't like too much stress. As long as I can get exactly what I want, I don't mind cheating. Sometimes it's good to cheat sometimes when you feel like you will get the same result. So I'm just going ahead to take out the pins I use in holding it in place. I hope this tip number one that anybody will try this out, and if you've been using this tip that I just showed you, let me know in the comment section. If this is your first time coming across my channel, kindly join the community and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell icon so that you don't miss any of my sewing tutorial. Guys, can you see how neat this is looking already? Very clean finished. So guys, I'll go ahead and do the same thing I did to the other side. Remember, no understitching for this particular video. So this is it after doing this other side. Can you see how neat it is? This is how I always like to sew my illusion mesh. And for the neckline, I will have a full tutorial, a slow full tutorial on how to sew the neck area, the mesh on the neck. So guys, this is how neat the inside looks. Very neat. I'll just try to see if I can include the video on how I sew the neckline. That's the upper side of the neckline. But if I can't, I'll have to drop the video separately. But I'm just going to insert it and see if it's going to be too long. If it's not too long, then you guys will have 2 videos in one. But if it's too long, guys, I will have to cut it. So guys, I tried inserting it, but it was too long. Can you guys see how fast it is? And yet after I was done editing, it was about 20 minutes, and that's too large for my data to carry. So guys, I'm going to separate this video because actually how to sew this neckline are 2. I made 2 of them, so I'm going to make that 2 videos and make it a long one so you don't actually miss anything. So I'm going to leave that for a next video. I will be sharing with you how to make 2 types of finishing for your illusion neckline. Guys, if this is your first time coming across my channel, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Drop your comments. I'll see you guys on my next video when I'm going to drop the sewing tutorial for this neckline. Bye bye.